Greetings. So to continue with our tangency problem, we are going to work on the fifth example here. Yes, so we are still using the document we've previously worked on, the exercises or the examples from 1 to 4. We are still using the same document. So you can see my previous work still here. Just that we are going to work on the fifth example here. So with the previous one, I forgot to bring my center cross here to locate the center point. So we just go to home. We click on home and we bring our center line cross to just identify the center of it. And then that's all. So to move on straight to our agenda, we go back and make the construction layer active again. We turn it on, right? We click on it to make it active. So I can pan this a little bit above. Select line. So I'm drawing a line from here to here, which is 77. So I'll click anywhere. These are all construction lines, so you can make it cross each other. Just that to avoid confusion, let me bring it a little bit down and type a value. You make sure your line is horizontal, then you type in a value of 77. Click enter. Right. This is something we've already been doing. We hit enter again to leave the line command. We select circle. But before that, we make sure we've switched to outline layer so that we work with our layer we've created for our outline. We select circle, or we can use the shortcut C enter. So we are using the center radius, right? Still sticking with that. So we position the crosshair, right, at the end point and we move the mouse pointer a little bit up. So we see the green. So if we have the green short dashes on our graphical user interface, we type in a value of 13, which is this value, because that is the radius of our circle we are trying to create or we are trying to model, about to draw. So we position it at the end point, the crosshair at the end point, we move it a little bit up. The green comes, then we type in a value of 13, we hit enter, then we type in another value of 13. So we have that. There's something we've been doing already. So after that, on the 77 line, as you can be seen here, we have to draw a circle at this end point here, right here, with a radius of 23. So we hit enter again because circle is the command we've used just now. We hit enter again, position the crosshair at the end point, we click and enter a value of 23, hit enter because we are using the center radius. So next is to get these tangential arcs, right? But before we can get them, we can see clearly that there is an offset distance of 10 from the 77 distance from the 77 horizontal line to another horizontal line. So there's an offset distance of 10. Let's do that. So we move on to the home tab, the ribbons, we move on to the modify section. Then we click on offsets, right? Then we enter a value of 10, hit enter. We click on the horizontal line and position it output. So we just click and we hit enter to exit the command. After that, you can see that our 83 arc, right, is starting at the point, at this exact point, the intersection of the horizontal line, the offsetted horizontal 10, the offsetted 10 line, horizontal line, and the smaller circle. So at this point, we draw or we sketch a circle, right, with a radius of, because we want to sketch this, we want this arc. So as we explained it previously, so at this point, it's a point, so we can't use the center, the tan radius, right? because there's a point. We want a point here, so we can't use the tan radius. We have to sketch. We have to perform the calculations on our own. Right. So we go back to circle, and at this intersection, right, we click over there and we draw a circle which is supposed to be a construction circle of radius, this radius of radius 83. So we type in 83, hit enter. Then we change it to construction. We change it, we click on it and switch to construction. So that is done. Then the next is to draw another construction circle. So let me switch the layer to construction. We click on circle, stand on this point because it's touching it at this point. So we perform our calculation. Let me bring my calculator. So we've already done this. So I just perform my calculation, which is supposed to be 23. So this is touching it externally. So let's perform the calculation. We use the plus. If it's not working out, then we use the minus. Right? Because we are in the software, there's nothing to be scared of. So let's start with the plus. So it's 88 plus 23. So 83, sorry, plus 23. Then we hit equal to 106. So we come to the software, we hit on circle, we click on the endpoint, and 106. So 106, you can see it's very, very large. So that's not work because this is where the intersection is. And it's not even making sense, right? So we perform the subtraction, we use the subtraction. With the subtraction, we just change this to a subtract. It's equal to, and it's supposed to be 60. So let's go in for the 60. I've talked about how we can modify the radius already, right? So we just select the circle itself, and you click on one of the points here, right? So you select the entire circle. Let me do that again. Then you click on this point, then it gives you the option to edit the radius. Then we edit it. So now we have the intersection point. So we switch our layer back to the outline. Then we click on circle. Click on this point. Then we specify the radius of 83. Hit enter. We have our nice tangential circle. The next is to get an intersection, a tangential circle from here to here, right? The same technique. So this two will be a subtraction. So we still select, we go back to the construction because it's still a point, right? A point here. So we click on the intersection. Don't let the construction lines confuse you. So we click on the intersection, right? Then it has a radius of this, it's this we are working on. So it has a radius of 58, 58, enter. Then we perform our calculation. Then we pull out my calculator again. So I'm going to use 58, and it will be a minus 58 minus the 13, which is supposed to be a value of 40. So still with the construction active, we click on circle, click on the center point. Note it should be the center point. So if it's not showing, just click on the circle itself. You should position the crosshair on the circle itself. The center point will be located. Then you type in a value of 40. Hit enter. You can see that the construction lines are too many, so it's confusing. But you shouldn't get confused, right? So this construction line, the one highlighted, is the one we drew with the magnitude of the 58, the one we want, and this is the recent one we just worked on. So the intersection is this point. So we stand at this point, right? So we activate, switch the layer. Sorry, I'm not going to switch the layer at this point, but let me just go to circle, switch the layer to outline. I know it's this intersection point. Click on it and specify a radius of 58. Sorry. So this is it. This is the one, and this is, yes, exactly. So their intersection, I think it's supposed to be a plus. So it will be for the next tangential problem, the next one, this smaller circle, it's supposed to be a plus. So it's supposed to be the 58. Sorry, it's even 58. I made it 53. So let's perform our calculation again. So 58 minus, sorry, it's 58 minus 13, not 53. So it's 45. So the radius is supposed to be 45. So we click on it and change the value to 45. Then so this will be our intersection point. We click on circle, these are intersection points. Then we enter a value of 58. Enter. And now it's done. So the moment it's done, to avoid any confusion, we can turn off our construction layer and we perform our trimming. Then activate the trim command. So to avoid any confusion, let's trim and then trim, trim this, trim this, trim this, trim this, trim this, trim this too. And trim these small ones too. So now we are done, and the most important thing, we add our crosshair, our our center line cross, sorry. Position it here to show the center point. Do same for this, hit enter again, do same for this. Yes. Then we add our dimension. So we move on to annotate power, and this has already been explained. So the first is the distance from here to here. Should have a value of 77. Right. So the value is 77. Hit enter and hit enter again. Then select this line, this circle. This has already been explained already also. Enter, which is 13. It's supposed to be 58. Enter. It's supposed to be 83. As is there. And we click on this one to 23. And the last dimension is from this point to this point. Supposed to make it this way. So you position it in a way that it will align this way. And we have that. So thank you and see you in the next.